Hey, it's me again. I'm just still playing Disgaea 6. We have now entered Rakshasa Dimension. I was planning on doing a reincarnation because I think it's cool, and I think that out of the two people that I know that watched my other video, they were both like, wow, that game looks interesting. So I was going to show some of the coolest aspects of it. I mean, this is obviously not gameplay. I have it on auto, and they're just going to keep going through here. So what happens is in previous games there was a thing called Land of Carnage. I don't recall if it's in the first game, but I don't know. I can't imagine there not being a Land of Carnage, but maybe there wasn't. But this is different from Cave of Ordeal. So in previous games, Land of Carnage was sort of its own thing, where you would go to a different place and you would go through the stage, and the stages were completely different from like the regular plot level stages, and they were completely different. But they were called the same thing. It'd be like whatever, chapter 1 was called. And then there'd be like chapter 1, the first battle, and there's the regular one that you can go back and rebattle in your regular mode. And then you could go to Land of Carnage, which was a different place. And level 1 was just super incredibly hard. And it was designed so you can get more exp, so you can level your characters up really far. So this is similar to that, but now that the level cap is higher than 9999, it's now they've got a second dimension now. But in Disgaea 5 and this one, you don't go to a new place. In this game, it's actually easier. You just select what mode you want, and it is the same map. So I just go to map number 1, the first one ever. This is the best way to tell if you're ready to fight Carnage demons, and it'll be like Carnage level stage, or I guess there's a bonus level which can sometimes give you an idea of how difficult it's going to be to battle. And it'll say so whoops, I don't know what I pushed just then. But they almost showed the whole animation, but then I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just a glitch. Maybe I feel like I pushed something on accident, because I was holding the thing and I just pushed something on accident. Anyways, but now it's not just Carnage stage. You can go past Carnage to Rakshasa. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I don't know that they've ever said it out loud in this game. But it's and also I'm not 100% sure that I'm saying it as it's spelled, because it's it's in it just is. So but there are still, for Carnage and Rakshasa, there's still some stages that are specific to that. So there's in the map tutorial. So here I'm going to take it off repeat mode, and then we'll take a look at the level. I think the last time I made a game or a video, my people were level 30,000 or something, and now they're really, really high leveled. I don't remember the max that you can get now. I think it's 9 million. I think it's 10 million minus 1. 9,999,999. But I'm not sure, because they don't put commas. As you can see when it's showing how much damage we're doing, there's no commas. So I have no point of reference for what the number is. Just I guess I can find out. So here we go. This is what level they are. I think it might be 99 million. So I think the max level is 99 million. And I think that because there's no more room for another number if you looked at the thing. So here, so the Martial Dimension, this is equivalent to what used to be called Cave of Ordeals. Carnage Dimension, which is just a few stages of Carnage, and after you complete those stages, you can unlock this one, Rakshasa Dimension, which I haven't done Rakshasa 2 yet because it's really hard and my dudes are still only level, like, I don't know, they could probably do it now. But when you go back, so here's the very first stage if in the what's it in the plot. It's not, I'm sure it's not set up how it was originally, but here, if you look at above where my little head is, and you can see right now it says green, and it's a green thing, it says normal, and then I can change it to Carnage, or I can change it to Rakshasa, and the bonus rank is 1, so this is like, should be the easiest level Rakshasa. Let's just go see. I think it probably won't be hard. Don't put auto. Oh, I took auto battle off, so we'll see. See, yeah, shoot that guy with that person. Shoot that guy, and then what happens if she attacks with the staff? There we go. See, and that went really quickly because. So here's the best part of these extra dimensions is that your items, if you look, I'm not receiving items right now, but if I had, I would have gotten these 2 items, but they're not the regular items. These would have like in normal mode, you get the normal version of those items, which is obviously really early stage equipment that, you know, I mean, it's not the worst equipment, but kind of it is. But then if you play in Carnage mode, you'll get the Carnage version. And I found out recently, after getting to Rakshasa Dimension finally, that now there's Rakshasa Dimension stuff, which means it has really high, like, stats. Which is good because I guess we need those. I mean, I still don't think I can, let's see. So I've been doing this, and I'm going to look at my characters for just a second. So we just look at characters. So I have, these are my auto battlers, and you can select, there's different groups. So this is everybody, and I guess I have 68 people. Excuse me. And these are my auto battlers, and then this is, I forgot what these people were here for. This is the plot-related characters, so I can just, you know, level them up easily. I level them up by putting them in the group that gets Axpin and mana without battling. So anyways, they're very high level. So over here, there's commas, but I almost never look at this, just like, you know, when I'm going through auto battle. So Vic is the closest one to maxing out. As you can see, the numbers are very high, but there's still a lot of room. I don't know how to point that out, but there's a lot of room. If you look at the stats over here on the right, it's like 97 million and something. And the HP and SP have a lot, but there's still room. I think that it could fill up, whereas there's no room for another digit. Where's this level? Is this level, and that's all the digits that we get. That's all we get. So then you can so what you do is you don't just go through, and once you get that level to the max level, that's your max stats, you go through and you reincarnate. So that's what I've been doing with this person here. So they're a lot lower level because they just reincarnated recently, and they're getting less experience because of a thing I've got them in where you get less experience, but your growth rate is a lot higher. So anyways, it's kind of fun, and I kind of wanted to show that, but I really don't want to do it. Like, he's so close to getting to level 99 million. I don't want to stop now and then have to retrain. So and then we'll get an achievement on our demerits list. And what do we get for reaching level 99,999,999? We'll get raised max karma limit to a lot. So yeah, so I guess that will be helpful. anyways, it's super fun. It's really cool because like getting to the max level isn't the max stats you can get. And also our items, like I was mentioning before, are incredibly important at this stage. I've heard that you get to a point where it really just doesn't matter. So right now I have this item here, Viking Bow, and it's giving me an attack. It adds 675 million to the attack of this character. And here is, well, I'm going to find, I don't have anything. Okay. So this is a really good item called Songstress Bow for like early, before you get to Carnage, etc., which gives you, adds a 7,000 to your attack. And it was a pretty good item back then. And then here's a, this is a Carnage item, and it adds 4 million. And then these Rakshasa ones, which are giving me 600 million. And of course, there's different levels of things, which I don't have everything. I probably have more of these. Yeah. So this is like Ultimus, I think, is the max level normal stage item. And then, and I can get an Ultimus in every, I don't know if I can get Ultimus, but I can get, you know, you can get really high level items. So like this is a high level Carnage item. And then down here is a low level Carnage item. And you can see like there's still kind of a big difference. But then it's not as big as the difference to these items. We went from 34 million to 967 million. So it's really cool, and I like how that works. I'm gonna go show how reincarnation works. Even well, no, I didn't want to adjust settings, just because, and I'm just not gonna do it. So what you do is you just say, I want to super reincarnate. You can also spend a bunch of mana picking out all these other things, but that's not the point. The point is super reincarnate. And then select your level, Genius, which costs 5,000 mana, and we had a ton of mana. So, and then you get to spend all the points. If you look in the top right corner, it says Karma, and that's what you get to spend. When you pick what level, which you would always want to reincarnate as Genius if you have the enough mana to do it, it gives you some karma. So I assume that as we continue to do this, it will give us more karma based on our max level, because otherwise it seems kind of pointless to max it out at whatever that other screen said we were going to max out our karma at, because like if this is what you get for being level 770 million, then what's the, you know, we don't need a max of 800 million, you know, but then you use karma for stuff, these things. So I need 100 million to get higher capability limits, which doesn't make sense, but that's okay. So this will make sense to anybody. Damage dealt up X4. I don't know if X4 means times 4. I don't think so. I think this is just like a multiplier they add to your damage that you do. And I can't afford this one because I don't have 100 million karma if I was to reincarnate this person right now. This is the main character. You can also up your attack range, jump power, movement, and of course limit breaks. But those I've already got max limit breaks. So let's see what happens if I was going to go for our highest level character. Whoops. Which is where he's at. Oh, right here. Super reincarnate. So he's a generic character. The previous one was a main character. But the generic characters, and this is all there is. This is all there are. I think they said 22 characters. This is like, or generic character types. That's just pitiful, okay, for a Disgaea game. And I am not the only one who thinks this. I assume they're doing this because they were trying to get some other things organized, but it's weird. Okay, so he's going to get 100 million, so I could get damage X4 if I wanted to. I don't need it now. I'm not reincarnating yet. Anyways, so this would be really cool. I kind of want to do it, but also I'm so close to getting that last level. I mean, I guess not so close, but so I'm just going to leave them here and I'm going to let them auto battle. So in previous games, what would happen is I would either fall asleep or usually fall asleep with the game on, or I would be like, oh, I was playing this game and now I have to go do something else, and then I would forget that the game was on because my TV would turn off automatically. The PlayStation, the previous games were originally PlayStation and their PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I don't know if there's a PlayStation 5 one because I don't have PS5. So all the previous games before Disgaea 6 were for PlayStation format originally. They came out for other formats at other times, but so originally, if you were playing the first ones, you'd play on the PlayStation. So what happens is, like, your TV would go on sleep mode if you stopped playing for a while. My TV would go on sleep mode. Maybe everybody else's didn't do this. Maybe this is just a thing that happened to me, but I think it's not. So my TV would go on sleep mode. So let's say I was playing and then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go to work now, or I'm supposed to go to the grocery store now. And then I would go and then I would come back. The TV would be off and I wouldn't remember that I was doing something. So I'd be just, go to bed or whatever, or go to work or whatever it was. And so I wouldn't realize that my game was still on until I turned the TV back on. So what happened is I would get these hours and hours. It would show that my game had been played for hours, even though a lot of the hours were just the PlayStation was on and the TV was off, and I didn't know the PlayStation wasn't off. So, but in this game, this auto battle feature means I have a ton of hours played, even though, like I said, I started this game like 2 weeks ago. Because I leave it on. I just leave it on and let it go. And that's why I'm almost level 99 million for that one guy. Even though I've only been playing for a little while. Because auto battle is pretty cool. So I really like that aspect. In fact, I've been like, okay, I'm not sure that the Nintendo Switch is designed to just be left on for 24/7 all the time running a game. So I've just been like making sure I turn it off at least once or twice a day, or maybe for 6 to 8 hours at a time, just to simulate as if I had slept or something. Even though I did sleep, just the game was on all night. And this TV, well, I think most TVs, they don't turn off if you're not if there's something on moving. So the other TV, this was a long time ago, obviously, the other TV would turn itself off if nothing happened on the screen for a little while. And I liked that feature because that meant, you didn't just like waste electricity when nothing was happening, or when you forgot to turn it off, or turn off your movie or whatever, because that also happened a lot, where I just put the movie in and I'd forget about it because I would fall asleep or whatever, probably falling asleep, because I know there's times when I was playing Disgaea and I was up too late and I just fell asleep, and then I woke up and it was like, oh, whoops, now I have to go do day stuff, and then I'd come back and be like, oh, the game was on this whole time. And I'd have like 13 more hours played, even though like I hadn't actually done anything. So I like this. I like the auto repeat. And it may have been in previous games, but I didn't feel like I needed it in previous games. Or maybe they didn't make a big deal. I don't know, because I just I'm not usually a big fan of auto battling, because you do kind of lose a connection with the characters. So what I've been doing is, if I'm doing something like plot related, or even lately when I'm going in item world, I'm playing them instead of letting them auto battle, because unless it's really hard, I should be able to control it. I think, like I said last time, I'm not necessarily the best gamer. Like, so I'm pretty sure that there are times when it knows more than I do, and it thinks further ahead than I do, or it noticed a thing that I didn't notice, which I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, there's an enemy way over there, you didn't see them, and now they're right up on you and casting poison on you and stuff. But one thing though, the auto battle is really weird that it doesn't seem to always recognize when my ranged fighters, like if you look, you can see the girl with the blue hair is she was standing right next to those moth creatures, but she's an archer. She doesn't have to stand right next to creatures to kill them. So why does the game do that? And then sometimes I think there might just be a glitch or something, because sometimes my gunner, the guy that looks like he's in a western, I don't know if you can even see because it's going really fast. He's wearing a cowboy hat and a duster, or not a duster, but like a poncho. He's wearing a cowboy hat and a poncho, and he also seems to think he needs to be right next to something. Like, he sometimes doesn't attack something if he's not right up on it. Like if they can reach, why aren't they? So I do think that might be a glitch or a bug. They have been fixing stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna let them do this for probably another day. They'll be good. And then maybe I'll go through Item World, and what I really like to do is, I'd kind of like to go through the plot stages again and video, put it on video. Maybe not. I guess if you want to play this game, that would be major spoilers, and you wouldn't want to watch that. But if you had already played it, you're like, what was Val's solution? Like, because maybe yours was different. I don't know. I kind of want to do that, and if I do that, I will definitely play every stage. I might use the same attack every stage, but it won't be on auto battle, and I'll have all the... Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. Let's... I'm just going to show one thing. Ally effects, normal speed effects off. Okay. And now I'm going to auto battle, and you're going to see what they're doing. What everybody's doing. She's doing something. Ah, it's a mega fire. She's attacking one creature. See, if I also don't think the auto battle, it has intelligence that you can kind of set, so you can tell them, like, just go all out, use fire attacks, use, whatever. Just use regular attacks. Don't do anything. Don't. This is a good move. I just want y'all to see. But there's not a way to say if there's a group of 2 creatures and you can get them both with the spell, get them both. It's like I can't figure out. It doesn't seem to be doing that. It's just, so, like normally I would get all those creatures with just one Terrifier, but I'm pretty sure she's just going to attack one. We'll take a look. But the Terrifier spell looks pretty cool, huh? And look, she's like all that power, and she attacked one creature. Like, they're in a nice little plot there. You can just attack all 4 of them with the fire spell. And she gets the same way. Like, why don't the spells work the way normal people would be using them? I don't know. But there's no way to fix that. But anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. The, some of the way the spells look are really cool. So I don't like to keep it off the whole time, because then it's just like they went to all this trouble to make these animations, and some of them are pretty cool. I feel like the things that seem like a summoning, like the I'm setting this back on. Like Terrifier and Omega Fire. I feel like the thing that is summoned is still, like, it's just a still picture. And then this, of course, the framing moves around, or the, you know, the camera, quote unquote, moves around. So it's not just like, it's not a boring picture, but I kind of thought with all this 3D stuff that there'd be a little more movement with our summons. But maybe that's not, you know, I mean, if we're all just turning it off so we can just go to bed and set it on auto repeat anyways, what would be the point? But then again, if you're just going to do that anyways, why make it 3D? Why not just keep it 2D? All the fans already liked 2D. We've also, I think most of us like 3D, which we didn't think we were going to. But we do like it. But yeah, so anyways, that's this is today's discussion of Disgaea 6. Disgaea is still my favorite game series. I might say that again about some other game series like Elder Scrolls or something, but I mean it with each one. I mean, I can have more than one favorite. That's allowed, okay? So I hope that if you're curious, this is a strategy RPG. It is turn-based strategy, which means that if you're hoping for action features, there's not any. But this is, check it out and watch my next video if you feel like it. If I make one, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I have nothing to say. I'll probably make another one. So hopefully I will see you later, and hopefully you will enjoy this game as much as I do. Thank you.